What's up guys, it's Zach and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Super Mario 3D World Deluxe and Bowser's Fury. I don't even think it's called 3D World Deluxe, but whatever. Basically, we're actually going to be really talking about the Bowser's Fury mode. Obviously, hopefully you guys watched my live stream the other day where I completed, well, not 100% completed, where I beat Bowser's Fury, live in front of you guys, and obviously most of you who were at that stream know my main thoughts of it, but I'm going to talk about my thoughts, for this video, for people who didn't see the stream, and I'm also going to go a little bit into why I think it is important, like how good this mode was, because it actually was really, really good. But yeah, so I don't know what else to say besides hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure to subscribe down below and also click that like button if you can. So without any further ado, let's get talking about Bowser's Fury. So for those of you who for some reason haven't played Bowser's Fury yet, basically it's completely different than what you know from Super Mario 3D World. Well, it kind of controls the same and it's got the same vibe, it's got the clear pipes, it's got the same items, all the same stuff, but the format is more like an open 3D Mario game like 64, Sunshine, or Galaxy, or even Odyssey. But this is kind of different because rather than a hub world where you kind of find the little portals that take you to each level or something like that like the other Mario games, here it's just one giant open world with a bunch of islands you explore, where on each island there are 5 cat shines to collect. So these cat shines act as stars or shine sprites or the big stars from Galaxy. It acts as those, and basically if you get all 5, then you complete an island, and the more cat shines you collect, the more prepared you'll be to face off against Fury Bowser, which Fury Bowser is a completely crazy element where every once in a while, it's usually kind of random. I didn't notice a pattern with how long it would take for Fury Bowser to arise, but Fury Bowser would come around every now and again and you'd have to avoid his attacks or get him to destroy Fury blocks to get more cat shines, and overall it was just, a really, really cool mode, and the music was really bopping when you fought off against Bowser. And when you collect a certain amount of cat shines, you will unlock the ability to use the Giga Bell, which basically turns you into a giant cat Mario, and that's where you can actually fight Fury Bowser and take off some health and do some damage. And the fights themselves are really, really cool. The music's really bopping. There's a lot of really cool moves that Bowser uses. Yeah. So that basically describes Bowser's Fury mode in a nutshell, a very open 3D Mario game that usually you don't really see even with the open 3D Mario games. So this is a really interesting precedent that I'll get into later, but overall, how did I feel about the mode? It was bloody brilliant. Now, there were actually some bugs I did encounter while playing Bowser's Fury. My game actually did crash once, which usually never happens to me with actual first-party Nintendo games. The game never usually crashes, so that definitely stood out to me. There were definitely some frame rate issues that I experienced. It was definitely pretty choppy in some areas, not to the point where it was distracting, but enough to be noticeable. And the camera, especially when fighting Fury Bowser, could definitely be infuriating a bit because it was definitely hard to kind of keep track, though Chris from CC Media/GameXplain actually taught me a tip after I beat the game that helped with the camera, but it was still definitely infuriating trying to control the camera when fighting Fury Bowser, like I said specifically. But overall, other than those small issues, I loved how this game was. It was fun, it was different, and it was just a good time. It utilized the strengths of 3D World, being all the different power-ups, how the game felt, the movement of Mario. It really utilized all that, but expanded on it, making it feel like its own adventure, making it feel like it stands on its own, and just being an experience that's a lot more memorable to some people. And this is especially great because I played 3D World before. I don't think I ever beat it before when I first played it, but a lot of people who had a Wii U played 3D World. It was a pretty popular game for the system, so given that there's this extra mode that feels unique, it feels different, it feels new, it feels fresh, it makes it so much more enticing to get the game. Now here's where we're going to get into the discussion of what this could mean in terms of Nintendo, because this is the first Wii U port that really does something extra. I believe Pikmin 3 Deluxe added some extra things, and most of the Wii U ports added a little something extra, like the new Funky mode in Duck Kong Country, the Luigi DLC for New Super Mario Bros. But this is the first time that a big, huge expansion for the game has actually been created for a Wii U port. which I think is really, really crazy because of the fact that this is a Wii U port, and Nintendo usually has no problem just shoving them on the Switch and on charging $60. Like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, for instance, right? It's a literal lazy port with nothing new added except for Toadette. You know, nothing new at all, and they just slap $60 on it. But here, they actually go through the effort, add something new, and add something really, really cool, and now they're still charging $60 for it, but it feels much more worth it because of the fact that there's something new here. And it's amazing, and I give Nintendo props for that. They usually never do that kind of thing, and like I said, I give Nintendo props for it. I think the only other thing I could really compare it to is the Mario and Luigi remix that happened back on the 3DS that pretty much no one bought, where it was like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser Jr.'s Story or whatever they were, I don't remember, but they were these actual expansions to the game, and they felt kind of similar actually now I'm thinking about it, right? It was the name of the game plus the name of the side mode. So it's basically the same exact thing as the Mario and Luigi games, just, you know, now it's with Super Mario 3D World. So this is a precedent that isn't exactly new. This started with Mario and Luigi, but now they're expanding it to something beyond Mario and Luigi, but also the home console. So it makes me wonder what other games they could possibly port and maybe add something extra to. I don't have any real specific examples in my mind that I could just think of right off the bat, just because there are so many games that Nintendo could bring back and do stuff with. But obviously this is mostly a theme with Mario, so it's probably likely this will just mostly be a Mario thing, but what if it isn't? What if they remake, let's say, Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages, and maybe they make a new expansion called Oracle of Time, or something like that with some new game, or maybe like they bring back a new Metroid, or they bring back a Metroid game, right? Like Super Metroid Deluxe, and, I don't know, Ridley's, something. I don't know. Something like that could be really, really cool with other Nintendo IPs, or even think about it with Mario. I mean, there's so many Mario games they could bring back, it's hard for me to really think of a title, you know, or something they could do, but you get what I mean, right? They could do this with so many different titles, and given that they've done this now 3 times, 2 with the Mario and Luigi games, and then now with this, I think it's possible that this could become a precedent, because if this sells really, really well, I think a lot of it will have to do with Bowser's Fury. Now, of course, you know, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe sold really, really well and didn't have that extra treatment. But I think that this could outsell New Super Mario Bros. If Bowser's Fury is really that appealing to everyone. And I think that it really, really could be. Now, how well will it sell? I don't know. I have heard that in the UK, Bowser's Fury is the fastest selling game so far this year, which really doesn't say much, because of the fact that there hasn't been much coming out this year so far. It's only February. But the fact that, you know, compared to everything else that's come out this year so far, it's still #1, like, that does at least say something. It means that people are buying it. It means that people are interested in it. And I'll be really, really interested to see what more they do with this concept in the future. I really hope this isn't just a one-time thing. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All the stuff down below. Click on the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos. And check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there. And we got a new member for the channel. So thank you to Brian Lloyd for becoming a ZakPak Conrad. It means a lot. Good to have you on the team. If you want to become a ZakPak member, if you're on PC, make sure to hit the little join button. Or if you're on mobile, there's a link down in the description that you can click to become a ZakPak member. On Wednesday, there will be an update for my Mario Party Dream Trip video, so definitely stay tuned for that and become a ZakPak member to see the exclusive video. But more on that on Wednesday. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.